The FBI agents say their investigation is likely to yield an indictment. Reports also show the political leadership at the Department of Justice is trying to protect Hillary Clinton and is interfering with the FBI's criminal investigation.
So Donald Trump today is hoping to capitalize on a bunch of rough headlines for the Clinton campaign. The Wall Street Journal reported late last night on a supposed feud within the FBI over pursuing the investigation into the Clinton Foundation. And that separately, they said this, quote, officials at the Justice Department headquarters sent a message to all the offices involved to stand down on investigating the foundation. Also late last night, citing two sources inside the FBI, Fox News reported that an indictment was, quote, likely in the Clinton Foundation case. But Fox News anchor Bret Baier, who broke the story, walked back that reporting a bit today.
I pressed these sources again and again, what would happen. I got to the end of that and said, you know, they have a lot of evidence that would likely lead to an indictment. But that's inartfully answered. That's not the process. That's not how you do it.
Which was what we were all about to explain there. Fox is standing by its reporting that there is a 99% chance that at least 5 foreign intelligence agencies breached Clinton's private server. So, when it comes to the FBI and the Justice Department, there's only one person to go to find out what's really going on here, and that's Pete Williams, our chief justice correspondent. So, Pete, let's walk through first the Wall Street Journal story that claims that there is a feud inside the FBI and a feud between the FBI and Justice over pursuing the Clinton Foundation case. First of all, what is the status of the FBI investigation into the Clinton Foundation?
There really isn't one, if you want to call it an investigation. That's a term of art in the FBI. There was an initial inquiry that was opened a couple of months ago based largely on media reports in a book called Clinton Cash. And there were some initial things done in that, but FBI officials tell me there's been virtually no movement on that case for the last several months. So this idea that their indictments are near or something like that, I'm told, is just not true.
And on the second one, this idea that this server, that the Clinton home server, was that they know for certain that it was breached by at least 5 different foreign entities. That would be big news if true, correct?
Indeed so, and I'm told that there is no such view. Go back to what Comey said in July when he announced that no charges should be filed. He said that there were signs of attempted breaches into the computer and that they simply can't say for sure whether it was breached. They say if it was, it might have been the kind of breach that wouldn't have left any signs. So they concluded they couldn't know for sure, but they found no positive proof of any successful hacks.
I'm curious how the FBI is handling the fact that there is all sorts of leaks and innuendo now percolating all over. What you're saying is essentially that both the Journal and the Fox stories are totally overheated and overhyped. Does the FBI think that at some point, considering how much a role they perhaps are playing right now inadvertently in this campaign, that if that is the case, they themselves should put out notice on that?
Well, let me just be a little bit careful here. On the Journal story, there is certainly, it's not surprising. It's certainly true that the case agents working the case and headquarters in the Justice Department disagreed, and there were some pretty strong feelings. Now, that's not unusual in these cases. There have been many. I think about the Boston Marathon bombing, the Omar Mateen case. There are lots of times when field agents think, you know, if Main Justice would just let us go, we could do this. So that's not unusual. But I don't think you're going to hear anything from the FBI in the next few days. No.
Do you think are they comfortable with all this innuendo that's being based on FBI sources?
Well, they don't like it, certainly, but they don't believe that the answer is to come out and say anything. I think many of them feel they said enough last Friday.
Yeah, I guess. All right, Pete Williams in our Washington newsroom. Pete, thank you very much. We'll have more MTP Daily ahead. Here's Hampton Pierce.